Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over how to get some really overpowered items for your Flask of Wondrous Physic. So that way you can buff certain abilities that you'll be using in the game. So the first thing we're going to get for a Flask of Wondrous Psychic will be in Liurnia. So from the first step resting spot, you would go here, unlock your horse here, and then you would go kill Margit and Godrick, or do the strat where you skip Margit and Godrick. All of those I'll link in the description below. And then you would get to this minor Erd tree. Over here, you go to this minor Erd tree, and yeah, and then you would go take down this the Erd tree avatar, who will give you some stuff for your Flask of Wondrous Physic. Now this Erd tree avatar, he's not that difficult. I took him down just a few hits with my Bloodhound's Fang weapon. So he's not that tough. I am in like mid game though, so he will be a little bit he might, if you're like an early game, then he might, I mean, I'm like in late mid game, so I'm in like late mid game. So if you're like, not as, if your stats aren't as high, if you haven't like farmed as much runes or something, or your level's not that high, you haven't upgraded your weapon to like +9 or +10, then it might be a little bit harder. But he's not that hard. As you can see, I'm doing some pretty good damage to him, so he's not that tough, basically. And what you get from killing him is the Magic Shrouding Cracked Tear, Lightning Shrouding Cracked Tear, and Holy Shrouding Cracked Tear. All of those would boost the effects that they're named. So Magic Shrouding Cracked Tear would boost magic, Lightning Shrouding Cracked Tear would boost lightning, Holy Shrouding Cracked Tear would boost holy damage. So yeah. Now the next thing we're gonna get is in East Caelid. We're gonna get something in East Caelid from the Minor Erd tree. Now, so from here, from like East Caelid, there is a teleportal at the Third Church of Marika. So if you go there to the Church of Marika in Limgrave, you can take a teleportal over there to make getting here easier if you're in early game or something like that. But this guy, he is a little bit difficult. He's probably the most difficult avatar in Caelid and in Limgrave and Liurnia. He is a little bit more tough. He's not like really tough or anything like that, but he's a little more tough. Um, but yeah. So if you don't know how to like get to this area, it'll be linked in the description below, so don't worry about that. But yeah, anyway, once you take this guy down, you will have the Opaline Hardtear and the Stonebarb Cracked Tear. Opaline Hardtear boosts damage negation, and Stonebarb Cracked Tear will make stance breaking more easier, basically. So you can break enemy stance and get critical hits. Opaline Hardtear, you can just take less damage, which is always nice. But Stonebarb Cracked Tear is definitely like way more overpowered. It's really just, if you rely on stance breaking, you gotta get this Stonebarb Cracked Tear. It's super important to have. But yeah. Anyway, so now the last thing we're gonna get is in West Caelid at this minor Erd tree here. And yeah, so from the first step resting spot, you would go here, and you wouldn't go right. You would go left. Yeah, from here. This is where you unlock your horse, and then you would go left, and then you would move this along this path, and then you'd make it to this minor Erd tree over here. The closest place to get here is the Smoldering Church. So you're gonna run here, and you're gonna go over to the minor Erd tree, right over to here. Just gotta follow this path, moving down, and you'll be able to make it there. And yeah, we get some pretty overpowered stuff from taking on this Erd tree avatar as well. But yeah, so what we get is we get the Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear, which boosts fire damage, and we get the Greenburst Crystal Tear, which boosts stamina recovery speed. So if you're like running out of stamina, you'll recover your stamina faster. And Fire Shrouding Cracked Tear, you can just increase fire damage, which is great for someone with a fire build. And I actually have one of the most powerful fire Ashes of War, which is Flame of the Redmane, super overpowered. Ashes of War, it was nerfed a little bit in patch 1.08, but it's still pretty good. Oh yeah, this just big burst of fire. You combine this with like Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear or like Stonebarb Cracked Tear. That combo is just overpowered for sure. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please press a like and subscribe to see more content like this, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.